In every soul's journey, there comes a moment when heaven whispers, it is time to begin again, not to abandon the world, but to rise beyond it, to step out of what is familiar into what is destined. This is the vow of Guan Yin, the Buddhist Tawa who left behind royal comfort to awaken divine purpose. Her renunciation was not retreat, it is the highest act of courage. On the 19th day of the 9th lunar month, Guan Yin took her first step into the unknown. She left behind comfort, luxury, and certainty, not as rejection, but as transcendence. To renounce is not to lose, it is to release what no longer serves your destiny. To let go of fear, to move when others freeze, to choose evolution over attachment. This is not an ancient act, it is the same courage that every modern visionary must awaken. The realtor who rebuilds after a quiet quarter, the advisor who dares a new chapter, the entrepreneur who reinvents their path, the investor who trusts intuition over noise. Renunciation is the sacred act of beginning again, not from emptiness, but from purpose. In the sacred lineage of Imperial Feng Shui, there are 8 celestial emblems, the 8 sacred treasures, 八吉祥, symbols of heaven's internal promise to protect, renew, and elevate. During Guan Yin's renunciation blessing ritual, these treasures descend once more, not as ornaments, but as living conduits of divine empowerment. Each treasure awakens one blessing, a current of heaven's grace for the modern world. The precious Parasol, protection under heaven's shelter, shields the visionary from chaos, protecting clarity and focus amid noise. The golden fish, freedom to flow with destiny's tide, restores flow and courage, turning every ending into a new beginning. The treasure vase fills the vessel of wealth and opportunity, attracting abundance through alignment, not effort. The lotus flower, purity that blooms beyond limitation, blesses recognition and grace, ensuring your integrity shines in every season. The right koi conch, voice that commands hearts with truth, empowers eloquence and influence, letting your voice move hearts with open doors. The endless knot, continuity of blessings through time, binds destiny with continuity, weaving long-term allies, clients, and prosperity. The victory banner, triumph through transcendence, clears resistance, awakening the strength to rise again after every storm. The Dharma wheel, wisdom that governs destiny with purpose, turns wisdom into leadership, aligning every decision with heaven's timing. Together, they form heaven's eightfold response to every soul that dares to step beyond fear. In every imperial consecration, there is a sacred geometry, a pattern known only to heaven. During the renunciation blessing ritual, the 8 sacred treasures form the outer sanctum, encircling the 12 signature talismans, each drawn in imperial purple and gold, each encoding Guan Yin's vow of courage, clarity, and renewal. At the heart stands the 1,000-hand Guan Yin, carved from flawless clear quartz, her compassion extending in every direction. As the ritual unfolds, heaven's light descends through the mandala, passing through each treasure, awakening the field of fearless prosperity. This is the moment heaven meets earth, and faith becomes momentum. Every artifact, every talisman, every prayer aligned. Every intention illuminated, every destiny awakened. True renunciation is not retreat, it is renewal. When we release what no longer serves us, fear, fatigue, and hesitation, heaven fills the space we create with clarity, courage, and grace. The Guan Yin renunciation blessing ritual is the sacred exchange, the moment when heaven meets human will and destiny begins to move again. Every Imperial Harvest treasure consecrated in this view carries the eightfold current of fearless prosperity: protection, flow, abundance, recognition, eloquence, continuity, triumph, and wisdom. This is not superstition, it is alignment, the art of walking where heaven already shines. To renounce is to rise, to release is to receive, and when your heart aligns with heaven, every endeavor prospers.